Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many, get the Sunday magic. It's not a game, it's not a game. Banging on your chip when I come through the paint. Never been about the money or the fame. But when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
It's week 18 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on the Cardinals' creative quarterback, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Cards and the Hawks.
Ready to get it started here, Riley Patterson. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. They begin the drive with Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves.
Certainly under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards, the official distance. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Cardinals had 15-1 on the year. And I tell you, it has been a few months now since they've tasted defeat, and they are without question the hottest team in football.
And I'm really not sure who's going to beat them right now, because to me, they have to be the favorites to go all the way, because they're not just beating teams, they're dominating them. It's been fun to watch them play, not just in their winning, but how they're getting it done.
Ready? On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mullet. He's got a man complete. The 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 73 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Williams will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race now. This is into the weekend in the NFC. And what they do know is that they'll be playing at home come January, at least for one game, as they have locked up the NFC West.
And everyone wants that top spot, partner. We know that because that guarantees you home field advantage throughout the playoffs. But whether or not that's in the cards or not, you have to be impressed with how this team has played.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15. And it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. A drive here of just 4 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there, with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And Wilson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder, pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
They haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? 2nd and 11. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now back to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 38-yard line. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Okay, ready?
Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side, caught here by Ward. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Blankenship's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. So we reach half. Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Rolling to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll roll him out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cards take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. They'll drop to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 43.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Azeez Ojulari in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Again.
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down.
On the ball. On the ball.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's inside the 5-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage,
touchdown from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
they lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as he just added on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Second and 14. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Then he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's Ryan Wright now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And out will come the offense defense as they take over. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far.
He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there, 73 yards. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense. And frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Back to throw here. He's got Green. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units. And they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Trayvon Walker in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And they will take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to forward on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the car.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sakai's. Dangerous going that you better pray that tomorrow arrive. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your boys. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not #1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, top 3, I'm not #1, how can you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go back. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying.